there friends, it's been a while since I've filmed an actual sit-down video. I know lately it's been just travel vlogs. I'm still working on getting the last Disney vlog up, but it should be up soon, the Magic Kingdom one. If you've missed them, go check out my channel. I've got a bunch of Disney World vlogs up. If you're new to my channel, actually, I'm Nicole. I film videos about theater, lifestyle, favorites, travel vlogs, different stuff. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and to also give the video a thumbs up and all of that. But I wanted to share some favorites with you guys. I haven't actually filmed a favorites video in a couple of months, so I definitely want to do a July favorites to show you guys some new stuff I've been using. I've really changed up some of my makeup stuff. I'm on a completely different skincare routine. I've read a bunch of books since I've been out of school. And I also have a pair of shoes I want to show you. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I only have one fashion favorite that I want to share, and it's these pink Birkenstocks, which you can tell I've been wearing a ton. They're like the pink leathery ones. I love pink. It's my favorite color. No shame. Millennial pink is the best. And I love that it gives the Birkenstocks a little bit more of a girly, like, fashion feel than just being like outdoorsy Birkenstocks. Alright. I hate flip-flops. I can't stand flip-flops, but obviously, like, in the summer you want something that's not putting a lot of fabric on your feet, that's easy to slide on and off, so I've been wearing these almost every day. They don't give me blisters like flip-flops actually do, which is weird. They're super easy. They go with everything. I'm definitely going to be wearing them today down to the beach. So I've been wearing those all the time. Had to give them a shout out. And as always, I will link everything that I can find in the description box below. Gonna move on to skincare next. So one thing I've really been loving is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I had never used a cleansing balm before this, but I saw it on Zoe Suggs' channel and was like, I gotta try that. So you can tell I haven't been using it that much lately because I haven't been wearing that much makeup during the summer because I just sweat it off anyway, so what's the point? But more on that later. But basically you take a little bit of this in your hand while your face is dry and you rub it all over everything and you look like a complete raccoon. I actually think it feels really good. And then you wash it off with a wet washcloth is what I do. I find that really easy. It gets my eye makeup off really great. It gets my face makeup off. I highly, highly recommend it. So any day that I wear a full face of makeup, I'll use that. If I'm just wearing minimal makeup, just eyebrows and concealer, then I'll just use my micellar water. But I also switched over to Clinique skincare because I've been on Proactive and it felt like it had stopped working, and I felt like it was kind of harsh on my skin. So I'm now on the Clinique 3-step acne products with the face wash, toner, and treatment, which I'm really loving. I didn't want to include them yet in a favorites video, but I'll probably talk more about them later. But I also started using the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel, and it feels so good on my skin. I love it so much. It's super moisturizing. You just put 1 or 2 pumps of this on your hand and rub it all over your face twice a day is what I do. And I love it. I don't have good enough things to say about this moisturizer. It doesn't have much of a smell at all, which I like, but highly, highly recommend. Moving on to makeup, I have one face product, an eyebrows thing, and then 3 lipsticks. So I'm going to start with this. It is a Soap & Glory Kick-Ass All Is Calm Anti-Redness Concealer. And it's the green type of concealer. And I use, ooh, I just got a little bit onto the tube. I use this every day. I haven't been wearing foundation most days. I am today, but that's rare for me now. Because in the summer, I live in North Carolina, it just comes off. It sweats off and away, and your sunglasses leave marks, and it's not worth it. So I've been using this, which I tend to put all over my areas that I get redness, because that's the only thing that really bothers me about my skin, and then I'll use a normal concealer for any spots that I have. But I love this. It makes me feel confident in my skin. It evens out any red patches that I have. So I'll just put it anywhere that I'm having redness. Typically on my forehead gets a little bit red. Anywhere that I have a big spot coming up, and on my chin. I highly recommend it. I don't know how many times I've said already. Now the brow product I want to talk about, I got in my Ipsy, which is a monthly subscription beauty service. It is by City Color. It's called Bold Brow. I don't know what this, it's medium, which works well for me, I guess. It comes in these 2 shades. I only use the darker one, and I just use the little brush that comes in it. It's what I use today. I like it because I can get quite a thick brow, because really my issue with brows is I don't go beyond my natural brow structure. I just am filling in the gaps that I have for the most part. So I like it because I can get quite a bold, nice look without them being stiff or without it being super dark and heavy. So that's what I've been using lately, and I'm really liking it. And I had never liked anything but a pencil before now, so I highly recommend that. I have 3 lipsticks. I'm going to start with this one, which is a NYX or NYX, I don't know how you say that. It's the Matte Rouge à Lèvres is what it says, in the shade Tea Rose. Oh, this is it, matte lipstick. I just read the French, so there you go. But it's this really nice kind of pinky color. It's really good on days that you don't want to do a bold lip, but you want something there. Because sometimes I can feel like if I do eye makeup, like I need to balance it with a lip. But I really like it. It stays on really well for the fact that it's super inexpensive. I think I also saw this in one of Zoe Sugg's videos. I take all my beauty recommendations from Zoe Sugg and Alyssa Campanella. I don't know. Alright, moving on. I also got this Tarte Lippy Lingerie in the shade Envy, which is kind of like a lip crayon lipstick, but it's actually, I find it really moisturizing. It's like, this color Envy is like a dark pink, kind of a dark pink nude almost, and I'm really fond of it on days where I'm going for something a little bit bolder but don't want to go for a red. And it's actually really moisturizing because in the summer, I don't know, I kind of want something more like this. I think it'll be really nice in the winter too when I don't want to be using liquid lips. Speaking of liquids, what I'm wearing today is an Intermission Beauty lipstick, liquid matte lip in the shade Miss Saigon. I looked like I didn't know, like I didn't order it because it's called Miss Saigon, but Intermission Beauty is a line that has all theater themed makeup, so it's got some different lipsticks, some liquid lips, some like face products as well. I really have my eye on the Kinky Boots lipstick, but I wrote a whole blog post which I will link below, and I'll link to their website. This shade is called Miss Saigon, so I had to buy it whenever I saw that. They're really reasonably priced, and I think bigger than a lot of liquid lipsticks that are the same price. I think it's $20. And they're cruelty free. I basically don't have enough good things to say about them. They were super prompt in their mailing. It comes in a really cute package. I don't know, I'm obsessed with it. I really like this color, and I typically don't like bright pinks, but I think this one looks really nice. And it's got, like, you know, just the normal liquid lipstick wand, but I highly, highly recommend this. It stays on so well. Is that anything like what this should be? Okay, I'm back. Setup may have changed a little bit. You might be able to hear one of the neighbors is mowing now, but my camera battery died and I ran out of space on my memory card at the same time, so I had to delete some stuff on my memory card, charge my battery, all of that. But I'm back now. Oh my god, please be quiet. And ready to start in on all the media. I think I said I've been like reading a lot, watching a lot of stuff, so let's get started. The first thing that I want to talk about is a TV show called Still Star-Crossed. It is set kind of after Romeo and Juliet, about like what happened with their families, their cousins. Benvolio is one of the main characters. And I am in love with it. It's so good. I did start watching it because Torrance Coombs is on it. He plays Count Paris, who, surprise, is back from the dead. But I would watch it even if Torrance wasn't on it. Sadly, it got canceled after 7 episodes, so we won't be getting another season, most likely, unless somebody picks it up, which, if any TV networks are watching this for any reason, please pick up Still Star-Crossed. But it's got gorgeous scenery. It was filmed in Spain, and it's just lovely. Gorgeous period costumes, and it's also really nice to see a diverse period show because that isn't all that common, but I'm absolutely 100% in love with it, so I highly recommend. I believe you can watch it on their website, so I will link that down below. The next thing is a movie, and yes, it is a DCOM Disney Channel original movie called Descendants 2. It's the sequel to the first Descendants, which my little sister Hannah is obsessed with. We love, love, love Dove Cameron. We are a big Dove Cameron appreciation household, and we love her as Mal in Descendants. It's a really cute film. The idea behind the Descendants franchise is that the children, 4 children of Disney villains come to Auradon, which is the kingdom where all the, I guess, Disney heroes live, and have to try to fit in. And it's about the daughter of Maleficent, played by Dove Cameron, the daughter of the Evil Queen, played by Sophia Carson, who I also love, the son of Jafar, played by Boo Boo Stewart, and the son of Cruella de Vil, played by the most amazing dancer ever, Cameron Boyce, I believe is his name. But yeah, it's a gorgeous film. It's done, directed and choreographed by Kenny Ortega, who you may know from the High School Musical series. He also choreographed and directed the Newsies movie. He choreographed Dirty Dancing, I think. He is an absolute talent. It honestly has some of the best dancing I've seen in a film in the past decade. I would go ahead and say that Descendants and Descendants 2 are my favorite Disney Channel movies of all time. I think they're highly, highly superior to the High School Musical franchise in their singing, dancing, and acting. I think that Dove Cameron is a huge talent and one day is going to be a big name in both the film and the theater industry, and I highly recommend that you check it out. It's good fun. It's, you know, actually got like a really lovely message about being yourself and friendship and love and all of that kind of stuff, so go check it out. We got all the ways to be WICKED. The next thing I want to talk about is the Bandstand cast album, which came out earlier this summer. If you don't know, Bandstand is a show currently on Broadway. It is set right after World War II, and it's about a band of veterans and a singer who is a war widow who tried to win a national competition. And the cast is led by Corey Cott, who you may know from Newsies or from Gigi, and Laura Osnes, who you may know from Cinderella, Bonnie and Clyde, Grease. Just, if you know theater, you probably know Laura Osnes. They are, I think, at their absolute best in this album. I so wish that I could get up to New York and see the show. Highly recommend seeing it if you can. I have friends who loved it. But they're just brilliant on the album. It's got some really nice songs. Corey plays piano on it. My favorite is probably Who I Was, which is one of Laura's character Julia's solos. That, and then of course Welcome Home, which is kind of like the big song of the whole show it ends in. So I highly recommend it. You can find synopses of the plot online or in the lyric booklet if you want to kind of follow along, but go out and buy Bandstand. Or buy the cast album. What? Cast album. The cast album. What is happening? The last two things I have are two books. I've been reading a lot. You can check out my Goodreads, which I will link below if you want to see what exactly I'm reading and see my reviews of everything. But I finally read Milk and Honey, which I actually hadn't read before, and you probably have heard of it. It's a book of poetry with some little drawings as well. I really enjoyed it. I know that some people like kind of shade it a lot, but I thought it was really good. I really connected with some of the pieces. I think it has a really nice message to it, so I recommend reading it if you haven't yet. And I also read my first Agatha Christie book, and then there were none. I got interested in Agatha Christie because Murder on the Orient Express is being made into a film, which has Leslie Odom Jr. and Daisy Ridley both in it, who I both love. And my friend Will recommended that I read, and then there were none, because he says it's the best Agatha Christie, and I loved it. It's a mystery book, which I'd never read before, really, since, like, whenever I was really young and would read like the American Girl mystery books. But it's basically set around the idea that there's 10 people on this island and they keep getting killed off one by one, and the people who are there who haven't been killed yet keep trying to figure out who the murderer is amongst them. So it's a little bit creepy, but I'm like really easily scared and it didn't really scare me at all, so no worries there. My sister read it too. She loved it. It's one of my friend Kimmy's favorite books. I just can't recommend this enough. Like, check it out. This copy costs like $8. I stole it from my sister. I have to go give it back to her after I film this video. But it's an easy read. I read it. I was on a plane ride from North Carolina to Texas, and I read it on the plane. The entire thing, cover to cover. So, quick read, but check it out. Very much worth reading. And it's like a classic. Isn't it like the classic murder mystery? Yeah, highly recommend. Alright, so I think that is enough rambling favorites for you guys today. I will hopefully be back next month for an August favorites, but until then, happy August. Let me know what you guys have been loving in the month of July, and I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye. That was filming, right?